What's on Matt's mind?
I can tell you what's on Matt's mind, but I'll let him tell you. Matt, what's on your mind this week?
Just how wrong you are.
Great.
I'm going to use my segment, and I'm going to continue this conversation. And you're going to sit there and you're going to listen.
I'm going to listen.
The internet should be a public utility. This whole you pay us more, and our customers will be able to reach you better and reach you at an unlimited amount is absolutely ridiculous.
I have a question.
Yes.
Am I allowed to interrupt you in your what's on Matt's mind
You
segment?
get one interruption.
Just one question.
You
One
get
question.
one interruption.
What does the term utility company mean to you? That's my question.
They provide.
And I won't rebuttal. Just a question. What does a utility company mean to you, and how does the internet move to that direction?
They provide a utility that's necessary.
Okay, so it's like when my son says,
thought you
what
said
does
you
the
were-
word good mean? Well, the word good means good. You can't use the word in the definition of being a utility company is being a utility company. So I'm asking you again, what do you consider a utility company, and how does the internet move to become that utility company, or the IP provider, whatever you want? How does that move to being the utility company that you think it should be?
Well, a utility is something that's required or beneficial, useful for society, right? Your utilities,
I agree.
You need your power, you need your water.
And I think internet should be lumped into that.
It should be.
That's what I just said.
How do we get there?
That's exactly what I'm saying. How do we get the internet to where it is now to become a utility that is, one, beneficial for consumers, two, beneficial for content creators, and three, beneficial for the companies who are running the internet for us, who are providing us the internet, the Comcast, the Time Warners, the Google Fibers? How does it become beneficial for all three of those people to come together and this system to come together so it's beneficial for all?
Well, your third point
Third point.
is pretty much the only one I need to address.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's that this idea of profitability off of this needs to go away. And it will one day. The idea will go away one day.
Doesn't an electric company profit off of the bill they send me?
Yeah, they do profit, but they're not profiting at this 1,000-time percentage that cable companies are doing now.
Do you know that for a fact?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you
That
know
is a fact.
as long as you know that the cable companies are benefiting $1,000 more than the electric company, then I'll take your
I
word
said
for
1,000 times.
it. Whatever.
You got to learn.
So
to
you're
listen.
saying that the companies are just putting that money in their pocket and doing absolutely nothing with it.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So they're not investing in faster services. They're
No.
not investing in better servers. They're not investing in people who know what they're doing.
Nope. They're taking
Okay,
that
good.
money, they're
Good.
investing a small percentage into growing the infrastructure, and then they're investing a large percentage into lobbying to protect themselves, and a large percentage into obtaining other companies in order to grow their monopoly.
So what if the FCC said, hey, you keep your gobs of money that you're charging your consumers, but I'm going to take 50% of that and you're going to invest it into the infrastructure. But you as a consumer pay the same amount of money.
Yep.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So you're just pissed about how they're spending their money and putting it in their pocket.
Yes.
Great.
Also, when
At
you-
least we got to the underlying meaning of why Matt's so upset.
Comcast and Time Warner and
I love Time Warner.
not Google, just Comcast and Time Warner,
Why can't everyone be like Google?
they're becoming Enron.
Enron. Look how that ended.
Exactly. And what did the fall of Enron teach us?
Don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
When when Enron collapsed, we realized that we need to start regulating the power industry, that it was getting out of hand, that a company could one day decide, hey, we're going to jack up prices and we're going to cut off service to hold people hostage. And we realized, hey, we need to start regulating the power industry, which is exactly what's going to happen with the internet industry. We're going to realize we need to start regulating prices. We need to start creating a system to regulate these prices and to regulate price increases. And we're going to regulate the industry as a whole so that you can't create a company, do nothing, and take everyone's money.
Great. So what you're saying is you wouldn't mind paying $200 a month for internet if you know that Comcast, Time Warner, or anyone is investing in bringing faster internet to you.
But you're operating under the assumption that the adding more oversight would increase the cost of it.
No, I'm not saying adding more oversight. I'm just saying if they decide a rate should be flat rate $200, you don't mind spending $200 if the government agency said this is a fair rate, but knowing that they'll invest in infrastructure in your area.
Well, that wouldn't happen, because if it was classified as a utility, it would be priced in a way that would actually make it affordable for everyone to have access to, just like power and just like water. And B, whatever it was priced at, if you could guarantee me that it had this,
They're not going to guarantee that.
well, if it was controlled in the same way, where it would have the same redundancies and the same reliability as my power and my water, absolutely.
All right. What if, last question, and then we'll move on. What if, where's my question going? Something to the effect of,
can't answer.
No, I got it. Came back. So what if the government agency says, all right, here's what our rate is going to be. So every internet provider has to provide this rate. And the internet provider says, meh, I'll go make money somewhere else. And they jump out of the game. Beneficial?
Then I guarantee you someone will step in. I guarantee you that if that happened and an area went to Google and said, we have all these lines, do you want to take over? They would jump on it and say, absolutely.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see. And that is what's on Matt's mind.
On Matt's mind.
We'll ask Greg when he comes back what he thinks, but he'll probably go, what? Just kidding, Greg. Greg's not watching. He has no electricity.
How does the internet work?
All right.